Hello, this is Divine Sunshine. Hello, hello, Divine Sunshiners. This is Divine Sunshine. Come to read like take two. Coming to you with today's reading. These energies. That's probably why I got it all kind of backwards with the start. I mean, it's just been, I've tried, I have readings that I had to do. I try to get my energies together. I just felt like a Mack truck had pretty much had hit me, but I was like, I gotta come down here. I gotta do the weekly. I'm super hyped about Saturday, about my thing. I'm getting super inspired about some things around. They wanted me to go with the lesson. I was going to go one way, but then oh yeah, the cat is already at the bed because Jupiter 1111 put that out there. So Jupiter 1111 and I will be doing her webinar class together next Saturday. That was not this Saturday, next following Saturday, which will be August the 10th. It's called The Heart of the Matter. It came to me while we was talking. I said, well, let's call it. She's like, well, I want to do heart chakra work. I said, okay, oh, you want to get down to the heart of the matter. She's like, oh, I love it. That's it. I was like, what? She's like, that's the title. That's what we're going to call it, The Heart of the Matter. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, okay. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to call it. Yeah. Let's go with that. So we will. So that ought to be super, super, super dynamic. Both of our both our powers in the house in the same place. We'll be feeding off of each other. So I was gonna go a different way, and I was like, nah, let's not do that. That's gonna be really, I'll save that. But so with her will almost be like my part two, because really technically this Saturday is going to be, it's a wrap. It's the last one. I have been divinely guided. The next webinar will be on inner child issues, healing the inner child. I'm going to take the top 5 things on my list of things that they said that I have to, which is pretty much, I think it's going to hit everybody and resonate across the board, like abandonment, rejection, those things, exploitation. I'm going to go ahead. I named 3, and there's 2 more that I have. So I'll do that next. I don't know how I'm going to do it, because see, once I get back to work at the school, I won't have that free time. So I don't know if I could do it like every Saturday, doing that. I might have to do a Saturday once a month or something like that, and say I do courses that way. Maybe that's why this came to me while I'm talking to you. That might be how it's going to go, or that I'll do a Saturday a month, and we'll just take it. And it probably needs to be a month. You know what? To tell you honest truth, and Spirit's talking to me, say, you on probably want, you know me, I'm going to give you the work, the homework, and it's probably going to take you a real good month for you to kind of unravel and work with that homework, because I give you assignments and activities to really get it honed in, because remember, again, like I said, it takes you what they say, really 90 days for you to get really part of in your subconscious with that, and then 21 days makes it more permanent, that too as well. So it's going to take you that much. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Thank you, Spirit. So what it's going to be is I'm going to take a topic a month, and that whole month I'll try to get on the first Saturday in the month, and just let it go on from that way. So it'll probably, if it's 5-part series, let me see, I might could do 2 at a time. Let me see how I'm gonna do that, but definitely no, it should be 1 at a time. Or I could do the top 3. So if I start now, that'd be August. I know I'm thinking out loud like it's helping you. So that'll be September, October, November, December. So maybe I take the top 4 topics then, because I won't start the new year into that. We should be finishing, wrapping it up. So September, October, November, December. So we'll take 4 months. It's each one, and then I'll take just the top 4 instead of the 5. Let me see. I might at the end. Okay, she's August 10th. Maybe I'll hit in August, so I can really get, because I'm really getting inspired with 5, so that means it's a change. So I'll try to do, my foot is itching. I will try to do that. Yeah, still do 5. So I'll just come on once a month. And the other one will be August, in the month of August. I'll come back on and I'll do that one about that. So, I'm sorry, excuse me, my little pinky toe is itching. I don't know what that means. Somebody tell me what my pinky toe itching for on my left side. Ooh wee, that feel good. I don't know where that came from. It just started itching. Okay, all right, that pinky toe, you gotta stop. I gotta get on with the reading. Okay, so yeah, so that's what it is. So okay, this came to me, and I see kind of aura around me, kind of like a turquoise light around me. So okay, thank you, angels. Like, nah, they need it. We gonna do 5. We gonna do it all the way up to the new year. So when we do new year, we gonna start off right. So yeah, healing the inner child. Okay, so that's what we gonna do with that. The next 5. So I'll take one topic at a time. So we'll finish this out, and then in August I'll roll out one, and I'll tell you when I do that. I'm supposed to also have. I had to talk to her again. I think the week after that. This month in August, I've been led to work with people. Also, Patricia Mcnealy is going to come on. We're going to do a series together. We're going to do a Friday. She wants to do Friday together, where I talk about the body, because I think that also you need to know how the body plays a part, especially when we got all these energies and these things that are going on, and how you and your twins share the same body. Especially like with me, like I remembered afterwards, she had told me, although I was, it popped up in here, although I remember, maybe that's mine. I had remembered, that's why I should have left that light on. Anyway, so I had remembered that she had told me to take ashwagandha. Ashwagandha, like if your energies are low, that is a type of herb supplement that you can take to kind of keep you building your stamina. As soon as I got back on there, I was like, oh, okay, I feel a little better. I still feel that drain, but not as much. Ashwagandha. That's a good one as well. You see that on that man talk about that juice. Talk about, I got ashwagandha and the other kind of stuff. Talk about it in the juices. So those are the things. Don't forget, I'm running, I forgot, trying to brainstorm with you, but thank you, about what I'm doing with the inner child for the next one. Don't forget about my t-shirts, B Designs, a line also as well. They are $30 for the t-shirt. Make sure you hit me up on my www.divinesunshine11.com. Go to my website. Go to it should be on, it's really on every page, the product, so you to fill in. And if you just want to go, to my email, which was divineunisouls@gmail.com. It shows a lot of activity outside though. Also as well, you can hit that up as well, and then I will send you an invoice for one. Also have my oracle cards. These are $33. Thank you to Rebecca, thank you. Woo, I love you. I got my first purchase of my cards that she had ordered them. She said I got to have them from down under. Thank you, Rebecca. So we have, I'm selling those are for $33. The reason why it's a little high, because of the prices of to be able to print them. The company that they have for the cards, it was slightly kind of, I had to charge $33 for that. Okay, and that does not include shipping and handling. I think shipping was like $5 or something like that, all together to ship that, because that's where they ended up. I said, for real, this is how much it is to ship to Australia? This much? So I said, well, y'all figure that out. With that, I whatever, maybe something I hit wrong, but anyway, so let's go on with this. Anything else? Oh, and don't forget, this is up to Lionsgate 88. This will be the last. You pay $17 for my whole series of To Lead Us to Be Divine package, where I talked about the first series was about leadership. The second one was about inner child issues and trust. The third one was about how to be happy. Am I off? Third one, right? How to be happy. I had 5, so somebody's off. Leadership, love, inner child wounds, happiness. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, love now. So some kind of way I'm off. I don't know where it is. Let me see. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Girl, if you don't get yourself together. Okay, wait a second. I'm off. Why am I off? Oh, Jesus. Why am I off? I know it. Let me see. Oh, is this 5? Oh, come on now. Okay, leadership, inner childhood and trust, happiness, change. I got leadership twice. And this last one is bring me high love. Okay. Somebody must have been, I did leadership twice. I think I did leadership, and I got more in depth with like leadership. So yeah, I'm right. Okay, that's why. Woo, these damn energies. I swear by God, they working on you. Okay, let's get right on in. Enough of me talking. Let me put my glasses on. I was watching Sophia from Twin Flame Communities. Like, let me find my goggles. I like, okay, I'm glad somebody else need their glasses too, but I I didn't know she had almost similar type of pairs of glasses on that show. I just kind of got into looking into hers. All right there. So let's see. Rocky. All right, let's look. Clear. All right. What is the intentions for this next week, which we have the Lion's Gate in there? So this is 2, 3, 4. Would that be 5 through the 10th? I guess. What's the intentions for next week? I play the Rocky music. Clear the air. Thank you, angels. You're welcome. All right. So our intentions next. Woo, Jesus, this is a lot. Oh my God. Okay, but y'all fell out so smooth too. Okay, how are you making a difference in this world? I'm gonna leave it out here. What does this world need more of? What is something new you recently tried in love? How do you show love to others? What makes you feel loved? And let go, which is where have you found peace? So next week's theme is to serve, to be me, to love, and to let go. Okay. So then you're thinking about next week, which is how are you making a difference in this world? So that means to me, you should be definitely going into the Lion's Gate. You should be thinking about how are you working your mission and purpose. You should be thinking about what does this world need more. That's going to help you to get on your mission and purpose. When you're talking about you, as far as doing self-love, you should be thinking about what is something new you recently tried in love. Whatever it is that you recently been trying, as far as maybe you say, okay, I've been doing a lot of energy, inner child work, and I'm loving it because I'm seeing I'm becoming lighter and I'm working on that. Then guess what? You should keep on doing that because that's concentrating on you. If you say, I love it, then I stop looking at the karmic readings. You know, I like doing that. That helped me. Then guess what? If you like that, you like how you feel otherwise, then let's keep on doing that. If you say I did some chakra clearing work that I had to do it myself, that's fine. You need to be doing anything next week. Should be thinking about how's your mission and purpose for the world. You should be concentrating on yourself, practicing self-love, some things of that. And then they're saying, how do you show love to others and what makes you feel love? Those things you should be thinking about that, as well as how you expressing, how you're practicing love, and then also what makes you feel love. Continue to do that, especially while we're walking through this Lion's Gate. And then let go. We should be practicing letting go something. Where have you found peace? If it's by found peace by going in nature, fine, do that. If you found peace by you saying, just concentrate on myself, not doing anything else. So nothing else about looking at the divine masculine, see what he doing with the karmic, none of that stuff. I say also let go, to me, is to make sure that you are definitely practicing next week, which would be meditating, really finding ways to ground yourself, really trying to keep your eyes on the prize, which is very much so keeping peace. I'm just going to go divine led. Some I'm kind of go out of order. Clear. Okay, so what should you be asking, and it shall be given? I seen two of them popped up, so let me see here. So what you should be asking, and it shall be given next week, is all that is benefiting from my existence. So no matter what has caused your unique point of view to come about, it has come about. You do exist. You are thinking, you are perceiving, you are asking, and you are being answered. All that is benefiting from your existence and from your point of view. So what I would say for this is that, you know what, and I am doing the gym package as well. And what I seen what Sophia was saying, that you have to remember that you are unique. Okay, so you being unique is really right. You know, I always think about, you know, they're saying they had some kind of movie that was out, and it was like a movie that showed that, like, if you didn't exist or something in the world, what would happen. So I mean, let's play the scenario. You would see, if you were doing like Scrooge and you was getting the visit from ghost of past, ghost of present, ghost of future, and then you see how your non-existence had played a part in you, how things kind of like a Jenga piece, how it just all falls and crumbles because you didn't exist. You know, I always think about some kind of movie. I remember that, and it was like, well, what happened to Tommy? Tommy was supposed to grow off and be a great superstar, and it's like, nah, he couldn't do it because you all weren't friends in grammar school. Remember how you used to pump him up? So he would feel it, like, you know, when you was always there at these basketball games, and you were always there to encourage him, although the kids was picking on him, and how he grew up to become a great basketball player because of you, and how you inspired him, and you being his bestie. Well, you wasn't there, so now he a garbage man. He works for the city, and he doing garbage. Like, what? All that wasted talent? And they flash and they see him like him playing with his son, and he's showing his son how to do it, but he like, the son looking at him saying, Dad, you should grow up to be a basketball. Well, yeah, I could have, but you know, I ain't had nobody encourage me like that. And like, you would have been great, Daddy. And so, you know, that's because you wasn't there. So it's the same thing. This is a wild and a roundabout thing. I don't think that's how I think, but I made up my own thing anyway. So in that scenario, my thing is like, sometimes you not there is an integral piece, because it's people that need you to show up and show out. When you show up, a lot of integral pieces can move. It's just like, almost like a pebble that you throw into a river or a lake, and because of that happening, it causes that ripple effect. When you move that pebble that got thrown into that rock, it can't create that movement in the water. It can't create that movement in the world. And so by you not existing, all these things, like they's asking you next week, think about what's the difference you can make in the world. Think about what the world needs from you. Thinking about you know, trying something new and how you loved it. Okay, those things benefit because you are you. Don't think because, you know, like a lot of times when people, and I know this is a decrepit kind of topic, but a lot of times people think, oh, okay, well, if I off myself or if I commit suicide, that's gonna be the end of it. You know, there ain't nobody gonna miss me, you know. And you just don't know. A lot of times when they say they do that, you know, like they say, they thinking they doing that, but they don't know how much it affects the people. It hurts them worse, the people that you leave behind, when you have done that act. Okay, so, you know, you thinking it's just for you, say, okay, I ain't gonna burden them no more or whatever like that. But that's the same thing like it is with that. You just don't know how you affect people by your presence. You being a light worker, it goes beyond from you. Sometimes you could just show up, and just for you showing up, your energy can raise the vibration in the room, can change things like, oh, I don't know why all of a sudden I felt happier. I don't know why all of a sudden I was going to do this, but then I changed my mind. And you don't know what that is. You know, you got to look at it and say, okay, that's the energy, that's the light I'm carrying. That had helped you. You know, we don't get ego or big-headed about it, but we just say, oh, okay, all right then. It just changed. I didn't have kids tell me that. You know, oh my God, so glad. Look at you back. Oh my God, this classroom is crazy. You know, and then sometimes they would send me into some place like, can you go in there and kind of talk to that class and talk to this kid, because they seem like some kind of way you got a special kind of touch with them. Okay, I understand that. So I would think if I would turn that even on my life and say, okay, what if I didn't this and I wasn't a teacher in some of these lives? Some of them. I have one parent, she works at my school. She comes tell me every day, oh my God, I just want to tell you this. Thank you for the job that you did, because I know you taught her dance, and she going off and she went to high school and she created her own drill team, and she doing outfits and everything. This, I know this is from you, because I can tell her stamp, your stamp is all on her, things that she's doing. And she's like, she's doing great things. You know, I'm so thankful you told her to go ahead and transfer out of our school and go to this other school, because they was picking on her every day. It just wasn't going to get any better. I sure did tell them. I don't care about that. Say, let's re-enrollment on your end. If I see it's for the betterment of the child, I'm going to pick for the betterment of the child. I'm not going to be trying to say, well, stay with us because we need the money and we need you to stay and keep our numbers up here at the school. No. I told her that. She said she is flourishing and she's doing well. Okay, what if I didn't exist? What if I wasn't there to tell that child or that parent to go on ahead there? That child would be there every day getting bullied. Okay? That's just an example. Other one is, it is natural for my body to be well. Okay, you do not have to think specific positive thoughts about your body, but you have to not think specific negative thoughts. If you could never again think about your body and instead just think pleasant thoughts, your body would reclaim its natural place of wellness. So a lot of us say, you know, with the energies that's going on, a lot of times our body, to me, when I read this card, is also expressing what is going on with us in our mind, state of mind. So even if we're not saying it, that little backache that's going on, or whatever, the indigestion or the digestive issues that you have, and it's kind of showing out there. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, so that's kind of like your inspiration start for the week. Okay, let's look into the love things. So I'm going to keep that right there, because that's what that's about. Let me see if I can move you just like right here. Okay, and I'll get to move you all up. Clear. What's happening for the divine feminine? Like I said, in the love. Okay, let's just keep it in love. What's happening with the divine masculine? This in love. Okay. Clarifiers. Clear. All right then. So in the love area, in our heart space here, we have free yourself. It's time to take back control of yourself. Right now at this point, divine feminines, you are working on mending your emotional self, which is that I see a connection. Either you had not been, some of you all, or some of you all are now continuing to heal those things. I look at this, to me, it's like the child, the inner child work that you're doing. You're cutting some cords, some things that don't work, and you're just working emotionally with those ties so you can free yourself, because of what's happening with these inner child things that's going on. To me, it seems like you have been kind of underneath the illusions that you are trapped when you're not. You're forgetting actually your true identity as to who you are. You are divine. You're magical. You know, you're like a unicorn. There's nobody else out there like you. Okay, so you have forgotten that. Okay. Also, next thing you have to do is forgiving and learning. This is, to me, you becoming much wiser now, and so you're looking at your past discretions or maybe your immaturity. This to me looks like immaturity represented here, and you're making it kind of like, you know, I gotta really be take humility on it. You know, it's like I gotta lay on my own sword about some things of how I use this sword and things. This is because why you're doing that is because you're becoming a little nostalgic. You're looking at the past. You really want things to be, you want to nurture yourself from the things that have happened. You really want things to run very smoothly and for things to become very sweetly. So you can make sure that this energy goes over the rainbow, over to the other side to your divine masculine. Remember, I don't know if you've seen the video, but Mom has told me she watched and seen that they said rainbow is actually a circle. We just can't see it. Where we are, we seeing the top half of the, one half of the hemisphere of it, and then the rest of it resounds and goes underneath the rest of the earth, and they see the rest of the rainbow, and it comes back to the source. So you throwing out these energies out there to your divine masculine or out into the world, it goes around and it comes back to you, which is the source of it. Okay, so these are the things when you talk about forgiving and learning, you're trying to forgive and learn yourself, which in turn also forgives your twin as well for the past indiscretions and the youthfulness. As my principal I used to work with, she's like, I'm gonna chop it up to youthfulness, like, you know, you just young, dumb, and just don't know no better. You know, now that you've been on this journey for a while, you kind of know a little better. You know, it's like, okay, them mistakes, I wouldn't did this again. That's why I say you become older, you become wiser, and you're working more so with your angelic guides and guardian angels or those, any kind of spirit, really to kind of help you to know what's the best thing to do. When we're talking about also here, as far as in your heart space, you're talking about passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with you with joy. Now, to me, I pick up as saying that it's a lot of things that's going on in the 5th D between you. This looked like to me and the divine masculine, a lot of communications. I had watched somebody's video, and she was talking about Sensei Tarot, Essence Tarot, I think that's her name. What she was saying about you got to remember again that the divine masculine are kind of really doing, and like I said about the DM, the Mission Impossible DM, doing a lot of things, strategizing. Some of them are ready for union, but they say they want to meet you in the 5th D first, kind of talk some things out before he really feels like he could drop down into his 3D self. Okay, so now with that we got the round and round going around here. It's like, okay, we're going round and round and go up and down, side to side, everything gonna be all right. So you going around and round here. You are here in, that's a woman that's in the center of all this going around and around this. You know, you're really trying to be the center of your own world. This is what I'm picking up as well. It's no more kind of trying to put the divine mask in there. It's like I'm in the center of it, trying to make things kind of go like the wheel, trying to turn it in the traditional tarot to get things going, because you know you are the person who thinks the thoughts that can make the things. Okay, you know that you got to get passionate about it because you feel like it's time. It's like some of you all are saying, I'm tired of being in this round and round merry-go-round like a hamster wheel, not going anywhere. Some of you all just saying, you know what, I just feel divinely guided, like it's time for it to be some new changes and energies instead of me sitting up here, woe is me, and wallowing in the Maya and stuff. I want to get higher here. I want to release some things, like I say, back to forgiving and learning. So those are the things that I have to do. Also, we're seeing that you're moving into the energy of change. The winds of change is coming. Like winds of change is like it's a spirit and something's kind of pushing you gently as far as the direction that you need to actually go. You're going to go about it in a out-the-box kind of way. It's not in a way that you would think generally like a person would move. Well, of course, you being the divine feminine, just like I said, oh, there you're a unicorn. You're not going to go and move and have things happen in a typical way. That kind of goes back to what I seen on Sophia's thing. That she's saying a lot of things, what you're manifesting. You're manifesting things, but you're not manifesting it in the way that you think that it's supposed to happen. Your expectations, but it's happening. So as far as me creating this moving from point A to point B, it's going to happen in the way that's not your typical way of how you think it should happen. This here, you have poise. You're moving from a place of not being confident into being confident. It's about showing this passion. This feels like deja vu. Like I've read these two cards before along with this passion card. I could swear, and then when I read it then, I said this feels like deja vu. Okay, so we jump in timelines. So you also feel in your heart it is safe for you to love. Although the divine masculine is going at it to you, it's like he's slow as molasses, but guess what? He is moving. He does look like he is going in the same direction as you. Although you're getting there again faster because spirit is kind of leading you and taking you there. And plus you're the leader. You need to be. He's like, I need to kind of scope out the land and the leg of the land before you do get there anyway. So it's really fitting that the divine feminine has the horse and he can go in here and do this on foot, because to me, when he does it on foot, it's like I'm really making sure that I'm laying the right foundations as far as getting there. You know that right now it is safe for you to love because you really want to head your course on for home. It's like, I feel like almost like the Matrix. It's like, okay, let me get myself on the Nebuchadnezzar and say, let me set this course for home. You know, like Star Trek. Like, beam me up, Scotty. You saying to universe, beam me up, universe. I'm ready to go home. This is enough. Today I found myself just instinctively saying the Lord's Prayer, you know, as it is in heaven, on earth as it is in heaven. I just felt myself just instinctively saying that. So that's the same thing. It's like, you know, this bring my home down to where I am. You know, this is enough. I can understand that it's enough. So in the heart space for the divine feminine, you're feeling that. Okay, next thing for the divine masculine, he wants engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Okay, so he feels it. Now, this engagement, higher level, to me goes back to what I seen in that other reader, which was talking about, like, even if you say, well, me and him, we ain't in no communication, so I don't know how the heck we going to engage. The engagement is on a higher level, which means to go engage and talk to him on the 5th D level. You know, it's like, okay, I don't see him physically, things of that. It's not possible. He's not able to just go and have that conversation with his 5th D self to do that. This is going to happen because, again, you're moving from the energy. He's moved to the energy that he wants a new life. He's cracking out the shell. Now, this to me looks like I'm just being born. I ain't out there like that. So it's again like that. It's like, I'm coming. I want the world to know. I got to let it show. Dum, 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 dum. I'm coming out. Okay. He said, I'm coming. What is that? That is present tense. Like I'm on my way. Yeah, I'm on my way. Not present tense. Come is present tense. Coming is future tense. So he's on his way. Thank you. The Lycene said future. He's on his way to you. Like a kid. I'm finna get up. Now what finna mean? Oh Lord, please don't use that. Coming. So he's on his way in the future. Not now. In the future. Like one of my my little one I do for pro bono, I call it work, they helping her out and talk to her. She said, okay, she cracked me up. She take just a little bit. She said, okay, you mean coming? Oh, okay, I can work with that. That means in the future. That means they're not coming. What was the word I used there? She said, not yet. She said, oh, okay, well, if you say not yet, then that means she's just saying the time is not now, but she's getting ready to, or something like that. I was like, okie dokie. So, you know, that's a good statement there to saying about that. Yet, so it's just a little bit of kernel of like you can hold on to hope. It's like, I'm coming. That's definitely what's going to happen in the future. Okay, so right now it's like I'm just being born. So I want a new life too. I want to put my emotions. I want to honor my emotions. That's why it's represented by putting it on the pedestal. I want to really honor you as a divine feminine as well. So that's why I want to have this engagement too, because I want to honor how I'm feeling at this point, and then I also want to put you up on the pedestal as well. Okay. Some of them feel like when you had this engagement, you're going to kind of have this far look. Part of you is like, okay, I can't believe it's here. You have really a conversation within yourself, although to him it's looking like she's not really into what I'm saying. But, you know, it's like, yeah, I'm with you, but I'm thinking at the same time, you know. Like my DM, I ask all the time, what you thinking about? You know, I'm like, yeah, I'm just thinking, you know. And sometimes like, he won't know specifically what I'm thinking. I'm like, I'm just thinking. I'm like, I don't know, I want to disclose how I'm thinking right now. Also in here we have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Okay, this here lets me know here there is some open mind. It's a childhood, because I see the child that came up here representing emotions. So also the DM to me has some emotional things that he's got to deal with as well. Inner child, maybe the way he was raised, maybe not be able to see the openness of seeing the difference and how to honor that. Maybe when he was growing up, that's just like that's like straightforward to me. I mean, the way you are and the way you think and how you go about your philosophy and your beliefs is straight different than me. And how I was raised. So something he's got to kind of emotionally kind of go back and check out as far as in his inner child things to kind of deal with that as far as how he's seeing. So he knows at this point he's got to kind of chop some things and get rid of. That's why I thought, especially with this inner child thing that he's got going on, maybe he's got to look at the way he was raised. Mom has told him by X, Y, and Z supposed to do. So he's got to become an observer. Kind of start looking at some things. He want to start observing you so he become wiser and kind of have a new beginning as far as how he sees you. And then get rid of the illusion, open up his intuition and his awareness about that as well. And then also he's got to even observe some things about himself. Why isn't he having an open mind about what's going on? And then also once he has here, it says time for a nap. Now, when I get time for a nap here, it's just like, to me, it's like, you know, see those things and then stop thinking about it. Stop kind of, you know, going over it again, seeing what resonates. Keep on kind of shifting it around, writing things down, whatever it is that he's doing, that he's observing. It gets to a point that you got to push and coast, kick, push, and coast. So at this point, once you get your information, like my dad said, you know, like he said, you can't have no opinion until you got all the facts. Once you get some of those things, those facts together, or whatever it is that you think that you could come up with a conclusion about, you could draw a conclusion and you could form an opinion about, kind of wait and stop and pause about it and just really kind of marinate like meat for a while over it before you really make your final conclusion and decision about what kind of opinion that you're coming about at this point. Okay, let me stack this up over here. Okay, what things are we trying to, what thing, let me go, let's go on this, I started anyway. What things are we trying to hide? Clear. I'm here now, so, more, how do you like it, more, say, how do you like it, ooh, ooh, how do you like it? That's what I'm hearing. More. Okay, so here we go. Okay, ooh, we got somebody. Got one is new. I don't know, this new kid on the block here. Look at this here. Okay, perchance to dream. That's what this feminine is hiding. Artificial heart is what that she's hiding. And then also for the divine masculine, bride in a cage. Okay, we're going to find out what this is about here. Okay, perchance to dream. Now, when I see this card here, and I remember these two, that one is like some kind of way, as far as you come get into your divinity, you figure something is going to have to die. Okay, which is true. But you thinking in the process of you doing that, is like, oh my God, it's like a person like, you know, somebody, like all this stuff I got to kind of get rid of. Like when I went over to my dad's house and I had to kind of get rid of a lot of stuff over there at my parents' house. Let me correct that. I had to get rid of a lot of stuff. I was given out. And you know, a lot of times some of the things I didn't want part because they had sentimental reasons for me, but then I was like, okay, but hey, but in my house I ain't got no room to house all this stuff in here. It's like, yeah, I want it, but if somebody else can do better with it, then God bless them and let them go on and have it. So a lot of times we had like family members came over, they got some things, like my niece ended up with the couch, and my bestie, I gave her my futon. I let her have that, and you know, all these different things that they had wanted. My sister got dad's microwave oven, and it was just a whole bunch of stuff that's this party. And then at the same time, as all those things were kind of leaving, and I was at the same time, it's like, oh my God, this is like a death. This is like really like, oh my God, this is coming to close of a chapter. You know, this is kind of like a part of me that I'm identifying here. Like, this is my childhood home, and you know, like, we getting ready to kind of sell it. And so at the same time, I'm like, oh my God, this is it. It's like, it's not like some people say, ooh, I could come back to my childhood home and live here, and you know, I could get a home cooked meal here, whatever. It's like, that is like gone. That chapter is it. It's like a part of me is dying. You know, so that's probably why a lot of things, I got a lot on my plate too, with that. And so it's just like, oh my God. So that's the same thing like the divine feminine is. It's like, okay, this giving birth to this divine feminine that I'm going to be, it's a part of me that I'm familiarized, it's actually going to die. It's like some things, it's like I'm like used to this. This is how I am. This is how I identify who I am. And at the same time, this stuff has got to go, because where I'm going on this journey is like no longer going to serve any more purpose. And so that's the same thing like with this, perchance to dream. To have this dream, a part of you got to die to give birth to this divine feminine self, that who you are. Also, some of you all are hiding the fact that it's artificial heart. Some of you all have been, in order to do this, you've been going through the motions. I think, again, like I guess today, because I watched Sophia and I've been working on the gym thing. Her thing is that some of us is saying that we're doing the work. And that's true. When you do go through the gym package, you will see that you say, oh my God, I thought I was doing this. Hey, I'm doing my chakra. I'm going to get my yoga, open it up. That's another way I can open up my chakras and get some clearing and things like that. And you doing some things. And then once you get to doing it, you find out, like, oh my God, I ain't doing nothing but just brushing the surface. I ain't even hit pay dirt yet. You know, those things. And you find, and I'm gonna say this also as a tail end that, and you probably will do some, and then find some things that you continue on with the journey. It's some more things that you got to unearth. That ain't the end of the show. There, I've said this plenty of times on my channel about the union. When you get into union, that's not gonna be it. That's not gonna be it all. You got to still continue to work. You know, like I said before, I didn't want y'all to be scared. I was like, let me just say, it's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna still continue to work, and the marathon continues. Okay. When you're doing that, so a lot of you all walk around this artificial heart. It's like, I got a heart, you're not. You know, you walk around like the lion, excuse me, from the Wizard of Oz on some of the things. So we got to kind of stop. Let's kind of really feel, especially when I'm feeling like that. And I'm going to talk about that this Saturday too, about this unconditional love. You think you really practicing unconditional love, and you're not. There's a little hints of some revenge and some things like the divine masculine with me. He triggered me as well here about something again. I'm figuring, like, as we coming out this Lionsgate, you know, a lot of us, I got some clients, it's like, you know, it's been saying, okay, I got to see you, because I'm, you know, this X, Y, and Z, a lot of things is happening. I need advice. I need to talk to you, or whatever like that. Because we come through this Lionsgate. This Lionsgate is really trying to say, you been bag lady, you gonna miss your bus, carrying all those bags like that. So it's really trying to help you get on this. This Lionsgate is like this bus. It's like it's really trying to let you get on this bus 88. We got State Street 29 bus, 29th Street bus, or, you know, 29 or 31st or whatever, Roosevelt bus, whatever. This 88 bus that's coming up, that's pulling up in your front of your house. Like, look here, you got to travel light, pack light. Ooh. So you got to pack light, okay, to get on this bus here. Some of y'all is still harboring and having these things talk about, oh, I'm packed light. It's like, I practice unconditional love. What you talking about? Soon as a DM does something, your old self kind of goes pop up, and it's like, oh my God, now I'm thinking revengeful thoughts. I'm not thinking from a place of love. I would say crash and burn. But anyway, you thinking the thoughts of that nature. I tell myself, shame the devil. Anyway, so I mean, it lets me know, okay, you still got some learning to do, and maybe I am still walking around with this artificial heart, thinking that, okay, I'm pure, I done cleansed my heart, and I done washed it, and some of these things are still saying, Trip, nah, you ain't ready, you can't come through the gate. I think like this Lions Gate is almost like you checkpoint at TSA at the airport, and it's like they taking that one, so okay, I do it on myself. What's wrong? Huh? Oh, you say my heart ain't clean? I thought I was ready to go through this Lions Gate. It ain't? Why me again? Oh, okay. So I see that's got to be fixed. So this right here is telling them when they do the check mark, you got an artificial heart. You ain't ready. You ain't ready. You thought you was. You ain't ready. You ain't ready. Like, oh hell. So now you got to unearth that stuff. Now you got to go back there and do that inner child stuff. See what the heck is going on with that. See if that's a part of what's going on. Also, that was a good one. Okay, I like that. Oh, this one for the divine masculine, onto him. Bride in a cage. Ooh, now, mama, I'm even interested in this. I think I know what this means. I'm about to say, not to me, when I look at this look like kind of some marriage there. We gonna see that you married. Divine masculine is married or seriously committed. Oh, y'all see it blink there. Okay, DM. Is seriously committed to something. Look like she still got the daggone price tag on it. It's like you getting this serious commitment. It is the price that was paid. It's deaf. It ain't really going nowhere because she looking like Skeletor from damn Hulk. What was that word? The Skeletor from that ain't Hulk. Yeah, Skeletor. Remember that cartoon series, and they had Skeletor on that. Damn, what the heck they was? Wasn't no Transformers. Damn, I can see it. When I was small, I used to watch that. I see clothes over here on the side, like you've been trying on different skins, different types of trying to be you, but and faking it till you make it. I see even Goofy is in the background. They got a picture of Goofy. They ain't about Goofy up in this here. So you feeling like you Goofy, like you don't know what the heck you do. You got into it being Goofy. Like the cartoon. It looked like to me when I look at this looks like you in the closet. Like you in the closet, or this an attic or something. Okay, let me see what they said. And then you got these red things here too. It's like laser beam, which goes back to like my grandmother said. You got your hand in the lion's mouth, and you got to be real careful the way you work it out. Oh, they here. Dad's here, and she's here. Grandma's here. So my ancestors. So my thing is like really, he's like, I can't really move. Thank you, Archangel Raphael. Grandma, is that you? Or is that Dad? Ooh. Suspect the spam. Okay, that's clarified. That's both of y'all call. If you confess the Lord, call him up. Do, 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 do. When you confess the Lord, call him up. Do, 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 do. If you believe in... Okay, it's over with. All right, thank you. All right then, so that to me was spiritual confirmation about that. Okay, so yeah, so you trying to get out of here. This like a person bank robber trying to get out of this situation. And you got to find out, because whichever way you work on this, as far as these beams, it's going to set the alarm off. So right now, this DM feels like he is trapped. Whatever kind of committed situation, whether it's a karmic situation he in, he's like, I'm this deeply committed. I don't see no way out of this. You all are mirroring each other, because the divine feminine early said she felt like she needed to free herself as well. She was trapped in her situation as far as seeing herself being truly divine. And this here in this situation. So to me, the feminine, you're having trapped feelings as far as I'm gonna say trapped in the closet. You feeling trapped spiritually, and the divine masculine feeling trapped physically. Trapped. That's what we gonna call this week ones. Trapped. Trapped. Like a fool, I'm in the cage. I can't get out. I'm trapped. Like a fool, I'm so confused. I can't get out. Colonel Abrams. Okay, so now let's go. 21. Bride in a cage. A gorgeous white wedding dress shines through the neon gray artificial light of the evening. It is worn by a mannequin with a disassociated skeleton head. It seems like a happy place if not for the light. The mannequin stares at the outside. Okay, so if this is a mannequin, to me, this is a person who is just playing the role. Like, I'm looking beautiful, but not really. I'm really dead. Dead in the head. It's like, you know, like, your mind, your body's here with me, but your mind is on the other side of town. You're messing me around. Yeah, so that's what it is. So the mind is checked out. The mind is dead. I ain't nowhere here where you at. Okay, this is what I'm picking up from this card. This is what he's hiding. Okay, and while a purple laser grid cage, he said the mannequin stands out and stares at the outside while a purple laser grid cage holds it in. Did we die waiting for the perfect day, or were we never alive? The darkness. When we put the good of our life just in our expectations, we can dismiss the present. Waiting for the dawn we know will arrive. The future becomes a shopping cart. It needs a bit of this, a bit of that, a few kilograms of that, and also a couple of boxes of another this. When we look at it, it shines like a brand new day in a commercial. And as it happens with commercials, when the future comes, it's not exactly perfect. The smile is forced, the day is too hot or too cold, the kiss is dry, the lion limps softly and doesn't roar. As long as something is not here but is pushed further along the timeline, we have the luxury to take it off of reality and treat it as a fantasy. We push forward and we push forward until we actually catch up with our dream, and then we crush. The future should not feel like a cage, not even a gilded, wonderful, handsome designer cage. The future is a tree, gnarled rough to the touch, full of flowers only in spring, dense and damp through the rain, absolutely imperfect. Perfect. That goes back to what I say about this light. Now that's funny. I had just said this. I think about Jubilee 11:11 say, yeah, when she does that and it comes together, that's confirmation of her gift. Okay, this right here. Then I say about coming, and I made the joke about my students talk about finna, and coming means future tense. I had to correct myself as a teacher. Say no, that's not present tense. Coming is future tense. Okay, this is what it's picking up. He keeps on divine master, and this is what you keep on this hidden. You keep pushing it off like, okay, today not a good day. Today not a good day. And I'm still going to go back to what this is saying. It's saying because of this is how you viewing things. Again, you feel like you got in this because you was acting goofy. You wasn't really at your smartness here. You trying on different things, different suits and outfits on to make it seem like, you know, you are trying to new you a persona by being in whatever this situation is, karmic situation, person, place, or thing, that, and you know, you've married to it. You done became deeply committed to it. You even got a price tag here. I don't care what it is, look like price tag to me. Like you done paid the price. Your mind is not there in this situation. It done checked out. It's on the other side of town, like the OJs say, and you fooling yourself, and you messing you around with that. And then you got these laser beam things in there that you ain't got yourself in a situation that's very hard for you to seem like for you to get out of. And if you do make a move, it's gonna send an alert, alarm to whoever it is that you with, in this situation. Could be the boss, could be the wife or the girlfriend or whoever it is in this situation, or the landlord if it's a place that you're living in, and whatever move that you make is going to alert whoever it is that's supposed to be in charge about you making any type of moves. Okay, here, this is it. And then you do have a light there, so some kind of way you are getting enlightenment in this situation as well. So you're thinking about this, but at the same time, because of all this mass illusion, just like the free yourself card there, which is really open, you keep on pushing it on, pushing it further, now in the future, now in the future, now in the future. And they're saying at the while when you do get it, you know, either it could be crushed because it might be too late. You done spend too much time in it, and then becomes very extremely toxic. Because this could be almost like, instead of you dead, you become dead in the process while you keep on pushing and pushing and pushing this thing off. Oh wow, this is interesting. What things do you need to surrender? Clear. Your body's me with me feminine, but your mind is on the other side of town. You're messing me around. Ooh. All right. Boy, this is bad. Go on, y'all. I don't take no credit with it. I just let y'all just use me. Here we go. So, for the divine feminine, surrender the drama. No matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly. That came up with the round around card that I told you, that you were in the center. You got to be centered with whatever's all going around you. You got to know that it's safe to love regardless of what's going on with you and what's going on with the divine masculine in his situation wherever he is. You also have here divine masculine for you. Surrender your attachment to the results. The formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen and then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to desired outcome can sabotage it. Okay, so my thing is, just standing here and staring outside and looking out at the freedom that you could, or the life that you want to have, that right now is not doing the work. Faith without works is dead. You got to do some kind of work. Either it's inner stuff, changing, or saying, you know, some things I'm just not going to stand for no more. Or I'm not going to play like this mannequin, play like I'm fake. It's beautiful. I'm living a life. It's a beautiful life. Oh, oh. It's a beautiful life. Oh, oh. I'm not going to keep on playing that song and singing like it's a beautiful life when I know it's not. I kind of had gotten pretty much a kind of epiphany, aha moment about that, to a good time moment. It's like, you know, how is it that I'm mirroring and he's mirroring what's going on with me? I remember also when I was growing up, a lot of times things in the household, it was not that great between mom and dad. That my mom always used to say, we'll play the polyatro. They'll be upset with each other, whatever, like that. Things, confrontations going on, and we go outside, everybody clean up and give the appearance like, oh, it's a happy home, happy life, happy home syndrome. You know, that's something that went. And so something with that made me think, say, you know what, you think about that and how that plays when you're doing the inner childhood work that I've been doing. Is like, you know, have you sometimes been smiling when you like, I ain't really in the mood, I don't feel like playing this kind of part with people, you know, that kind of plays a part. And then also seeing how does that reflect over on the divine masculine side, how maybe in some things he's playing like this, playing the part of, you know, oh, this is happy life, or we got it going on over here, but your mind is checked out, you know. Here it's dead, but you just going ahead and playing a role and trying on different roles and garments and skins and saying, okay, this fits for the role for the day, so I guess I wear this t-shirt on, or I wear this character, this trait today, or this persona today. This is why this gonna help me get through it. Okay, that's that. In the divine feminines, clear. Oh, you working with a lot. And the divine masculine. Oh, I forgot about that. It's a beautiful life. Oh, oh, it's a beautiful life. Oh, oh. Do, do, do. She got a lot of cars, lot of talking, lot of talking. All right, Divine Feminine, Goddess of Wisdom. Yeah, for you to be able to work this infinite thing that you got here, which is safe, about this dream, knowing it's okay to let things die to give way for give birth to this divine feminine self, get this artificial heart, let this this drama go, this real quick, knowing that there's no place like home, getting confidence right where you are, understanding the change in wind, that it's time to go and go up higher. You stop this round and round stuff, get yourself in the center and anchor yourself. You want to get this passion. You want to forgive and learn. You want this milk and honey. You want to mend things, and you want to free yourself. In order for you to get that, you know that you got to become a goddess of wisdom, okay? The goddess of wisdom, learning how to do things, to do it divinely so you can become wise. Got to look at some ancient, you got to look at some things in your history too. Look in that past to see how you've been protecting and shielding yourself, okay? And how you've been like fighting the battle. So you're going to have to kind of look at some things. I'm saying, I see she's got a script here. So to me, like, write down some things. Think about some things that you have done in the past that might be influencing and affecting you to your freedom now. And then so you can be able to take flight and figure out some ways in which maybe you could change that and change the course of like, what things could you do differently, okay, to gain that freedom. God of sensuality. Well, to me, this is in your emotions. So we think in your emotions, you got to start thinking wise. God of sensuality means, to me, the way you're thinking. Now, how you got to get wise. So how you thinking about yourself body wise. Maybe they talk about your body and the natural body state of, is it negative or positive? How you got to go through that and start thinking about being comfortable in the skin you're in, your vulnerability, your how you present yourself to the world, how you connect with other people, being in the form that you are in, being okay with it. Every time when I see that, I tell you, he rocking them hooves and that little them little ears there with the little horns and something like that. He rocking. It's like, yeah, okay, don't worry about the equipment God gave me, but I best believe I know how to use it. Okay, moving on. God of battle. I told you. I told you. You got to choose these weapons. You got to man up. You got to go on here, and this is God. How you thinking? You got to become Aries, God of battle. You got to go to war, especially with you trying to let go of this old self and coming into your new self, to this divinity. That's why we got this Lions Gate that we're coming through as well. We walk it through. We got to get rid of some things. You're going to have to go to war with yourself. Yourself. Not the divine masculine. Yourself. Okay? That. Because you're on the horse. That's funny. They got the horse here. The feminine was in the horse. Though it's safe to love. You gotta get to the point that you gotta know it's safe to love, because you gotta know this. You gotta battle some of your childhood issues, so things that how your family, your mom, your parents have raised you, some experiences that you had as well. As an adult, you gotta do that as well. Make sure that you in my course in the place to be this Saturday, because I'm gonna release this Saturday, and make sure that you are in there to get my course about love and how that plays a part as us needing to stay in high love in this twin flame journey, or this divine unisoul's journey. Physical ailments. Some of us are having some physical ailments that go back to the body again. That's showing out, that's manifesting some things like, oh no, I'm fine. Like, oh Lord, my side, where this come from? No, you ain't fine. Your body is telling on you. You got to work with that, because maybe some of this drama you house in there as well is showing out in these physical ailments. And the goddess of nurturing, Kuan Yin, she is very soft, but she's powerful. How to be one in your femininity, but to be soft. I read somewhere, I think it was the guiding angels, and she said that I'm going to get it, and then I'm going to post it in community things. How they were saying it's okay. You don't have to be like society, be like, you got to be rough. You got to be hard like society. And we roll it. Nobody does it nice and easy. Right. So we're going to start off the first part of the song rough or nice. And then we're going to end the song rough Okay, so that's what we saying. Not, you know, we ain't doing like Proud Mary. And that's definitely Grandma said Proud Mary, where we understanding that this song called Life got to be like they say the symphony car. It's got to be done in there. We might have started off life rough because that's how we've been trained, survival. You know, we got to be as us against the world, man. It's a man's world, and we have to prove to them, say no, but it like JB said, and nothing without a woman and boy and a girl. You can't do that. Okay, so you got to make sure that you know it's a man. It might be a man's woman, but it ain't gonna sustain without the woman. So you got to be able to show that soft side. You know, man don't need another man. You ain't be rough and then they rough and we rough together. You don't need both rough together. Okay, so again, it's a purpose for why you need to be soft. So let kind of bring down that as well. That's funny. She had said that about that being soft, embracing your softness. It's okay to be vulnerable. I know the society is programmed us not to be able to be that, but sometimes we got to be that. Okay. Then the next thing is God of wisdom. So we both mirroring each other. We both got to be wise. Goddess of wisdom, and it's funny she doing it, and he got to be a god of wisdom too. Divine Masculine, if you're watching this, you too need to sit down and kind of write down some things about, you know, your situation. Look like to me of how you can gain freedom and gain this new life. What things do you have to actually do? Well, how do you see stop? Full stop. I got it. They say no, he needs to write down his vision for his new life, because a lot of times I think about I was watching Queen Sugar, and the Queen Sugar, they asked Ralph Angel, they told him, because they found out that it's been told through this book that Nova is doing, that that Blue is not his son, and they told the psychologist told him to sit down and say, I want you to write down the future for Blue. And the mom was just going at it. Okay, I see Blue this, and he just sitting there like, and I'm looking at TV like, you can't think of no kind of future you want to see your son have? Oh my God. Well, see, number one, Ralph Angel had a rough life anyway. He went to prison for some stuff like that. And so, you know, they're going and tell his life, growing up, wasn't he was pretty much almost considered almost like the black sheep, or not the one that was really, that they thought was going to be successful. They always downed him about him doing that, like, you ain't gonna amount to nothing. Okay, so here we go, the inner child issues with him, and then here we go with him, he getting out there, he's already proven to society that he's not. So before it's just in-house, it's just the family know you ain't about going amount to nothing. Now society know you amount to nothing, because now you got a record. Okay, on top of that, so now again, so how can I come with them two strikes, and now I can think about having a future for my son, and that's not mine? How can I do that on top of that? Okay, so now that's why I'm around there looking up at the sky, looking at the ceiling, looking everywhere, don't know what to say about future. So Divine Masculine, that's something that I would say for you to do, is to see what is your new life. Write down your vision of how your new life. I know you're in this situation that you say here with this kind of thing going on. You've been there, you've committed to it, you know, with this thing. But sit down and do that, okay? Also, and really think about how your past, because this is ancient, how your past started from the beginning, like the Egyptians, they the one who started the language and everything. Think about in the past how that plays a role is now. And then miscommunications. Now, I'm thinking also, that's kind of with divinely, you got to watch how you're communicating to your emotion self, okay? Your emotion and analytical thing. You all got two ideas about what's supposed to be going on. That's why you need to sit down and write this vision down about your new life, so you can kind of really know about specifically as to where you see yourself going. Because if you write the vision, you make it plain, then the universe can know. As far as you doing that, you write it down, you say it out loud, you give a voice, you give it, as the kids, I give it life. That gave me life. Okay, so you give yourself life, you get that vision life on that paper, so you can go ahead and do something. Remember, just some of you all say, oh my God, this is long. Let's hear my week. updates is long, so you're gonna be here, okay? I'm just letting you know. I felt somebody talking about, oh my God, what time is it? Okay, so that is that. Let's look at the overall energies that we're moving into. Clear. It's a wonderful, beautiful life. Oh, oh, it's a beautiful life. Oh, oh, it's a beautiful life. Oh, oh, it's a beautiful life. Oh, oh. Now that's stuck in my head. Okie dokie. 7 of Earth. This is the energy that we are moving into. Where's this at? Okay, dokie. 7 of Earth. It's a beautiful life. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. All right, here we go. All right. Said the energy that we're moving towards next week is opening to a new strategy, being at a crossroad, a decision to be made. As I reflect on my progress to date and see where I stand, I contemplate whether I want to continue singing the same song all around the world, the same song, all around the world, all around the world, the same song. Dude, remember doom 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 doom. Yeah, all right, I get that. I contemplate whether I want to continue singing the same song or change my tune. I am always free to go back to and reimagine what I might co-create. Didn't I say write the vision? Just said that. If what I manifested does not serve me as I thought it might, I don't have to be afraid to admit it is no longer for me. Whatever I choose to do, I am not afraid to start over, for I feel assured that Spirit will always support my highest good. So you in this divine masculine in this situation, you want to start all over? You can do. You divine feminine want to kill the old parts of you that's not fitting in order to become this divine feminine. The universe supports you. Okay? All right, let's look and see about, let's go. Okay, all right. And what is the angels, what they say we should be working with? Clear. What do they want us to work with? 2 cards. Balance. Sounds good to me. Angel guide Orion. This is 2 cards, ain't it? Yeah. Balance. That's true. While we going on this, we got to balance our energies. We got to become centered. The feminine, the masculine. Centering those 2 things. We got to do that. Again, infinite divine light. Archangel Michael. Have that white light around us as we go on, especially to this Lion's Gate as well. And create. Archangel Michael. So create that list, create that vision. I'll say the same thing for the divine feminine, that new life that you see yourself. See, okay, this could be, yeah, both of you all, we could say this, take down the vision, write it down. Your assignment is finding out what's your vision for yourself, divine feminine, and this divine masculine. What's also for you, what's your vision as far as for yourself too. Somebody want to say getting out this situation, what your vision is about this. And to be the divine feminine needs to concentrate more so on what's this new person that she wants to evolve and to become. Okay, that's that one. And then I was trying to see what was the for the divine feminine. I used to do this, I forgot. Clear. What is the catalyst of the event for this week for the divine feminine? 1 card, please. Yeah, 3 cards. Legal maneuver. Here it is. So you'll come back up. No, you staying out. So you was telling me about it. Say no, you gotta pick me. Okay, the catalyst events that's gonna happen for the divine feminine. You got 3 of them. 9 of air, expecting the word self-fulfilling prophecy, sleepless nights, kind of work with that. Again, about you getting to your divine feminine power. That makes sense. Strength card. This is the second time I heard about strength card. I heard it on somebody else's readings. Let's talk about this strength card. We got to get into that. Archangel Ariel, great inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness, and compassion. We already talked about forgiveness. Definitely work with that. So you're going to have something that's going to have you with the strength. You're going to have some part that you know you're going to be kind of worrying, thinking about the worst. And you're going to self-fulfilling prophecy about some things that's happening next week. Remember, again, worrying is faith in the opposite, okay? So you're causing yourself to cause more injury to self-inflicted injury by worrying and thinking about what coulda, shoulda, woulda it been. But a lot of times it does not grow roots. But if you keep on doing it again, remember again the thing I call it tells two friends and they tell two friends and so on, so forth. And then those two friends go and get that thing and talk about what? Isn't this what you want? And you be like, I ain't want that. I didn't want that this way. So what? But you kept on thinking about it. No. You can see them like a gang of them thoughts, and they pushing it first. Say, there you go. There go that's what you wanted. Like, that is not what I wanted to man. Well, then next time start thinking about it and causing us to go get two friends. They go get two friends. You know, like when you were small, you used to tell somebody like, we gonna go beat up so and so, and they're like, word. Okay, good. Let me go tell so and so we gonna beat up so and so after school, and then they go tell two friends. Well, I know that's how it is by school with my kids. And before I know it, they got a game like 5 people against this one girl. Help us, Lord. Anyway, and then what they tell me is say, stop it with the drama. Kiki. And then the next one is the Sun, Archangel Uriel. Happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success. Have confidence in self. So it's going to move in that thing. So we're going to have, at the beginning, it's going to be some self-prophecy. You're going to be worried about some things, not thinking about things right, about your freedom. You're going to move from that into strength. And from strength, you're going to move into a happy outcome. Cut them thoughts off. I know it's hard to do. Go find you something funny. Go read a book. Say don't. If you had the gym package, I would say again, go and do some of that heart exercise thing. That's really good. That's not even like you're going to go conflict with anybody else. I would say just listen to that to kind of get your mind off of things. I would say some of the things like 432 Hertz. Listen to some things, some music that help to do that. Some calming music. I know, like on Spotify, I like to listen to it's Cool Down. What is it on Spotify that I like? I like that Spotify. Spotify. Mine says lo-fi beats. I play that in the classroom. The kids like that. That one, they have that. They got something called Summer Lounge. They got something called Cool Down on Spotify. Chill tracks, things relaxing, massage, the things that they have for relaxing. I like to play that, like when I'm doing things to kind of bring my vibe down. They have it also on YouTube as well. Also 5 of water, things not turning out the way you hoped, not seeing the positive in the situation, crying over spilled milk. Wait, that goes on to this. So that's going to be Vinicalis event right there. So this is 5 of water. So you got cups there. Okay, all crashed, all of them down except for 2. So you need to start focusing in to me on those 2 cups. And then Queen of Air, independent, experience, realistic, and witty. Objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the human in a situation. So some kind of way, you look like you're going to move maybe through this Lions Gates. We say that, holding out that some kind of way. You go in the Lions Gates one way, and when you walk through that Lions Gates, you're going to come out another way. With this, okay, so some kind of way you got to find a way to kind of laugh at this, like, oh my God, don't you look like I look like Skeletor in this wedding dress. Lord, how much, what was I thinking about getting to this? Like, maybe that's what they had this goofy here instead of saying I was goofy. Like, it's like trying to find some kind of way, find the humor in this situation. The humor, once you laugh, like you release the endorphins and all that happy things in there, and it kind of raised the vibration that it help you start saying, okay, now I can think. I was watching with my mom, then I'm off. No, I'm not. I gotta do this. Watching the program Suits, and the young lady, the character with the other main character, was like they were dating, and so then she was like, he's like, I don't know how I'm gonna get this person out this situation, and she said, well, listen here, if I know you well, if we go out to eat, and when we go out to eat, and you get away from the situation, you're gonna have a solution to this problem when we come back. And so then he was fighting it by time. At the end, long story short, they got through with their dinner. And he's like, I gotta know. I know what happened. I know why they got rid of so and so. So that's the same thing. If you lighten up your thing and you start laughing and seeing some of the humor in this situation, you might be able to, the situation might reveal itself as to how you can get, ooh, I got get high. Who is that? The Divine Master. Kick that sucker out of my daggone hand. Okay, well, I'm sorry. Oh, I should have got another candle then. Oh, Lord, I was right there at the damn stove. Okay, I know it's that low. Yeah. So my thing is, yeah, you'll be able to kick that right on out and knock that right on out your hand now. Period. And you'll find a solution how to do that because you raise your vibration. You find the humor in it, and it's not so serious. And then it kind of released that reptilian brain back there to be able to see. Because when you working for operation for fear, when you do that, reptilian brain gets in operation. It shuts down the whole operation of your brain. Talk about operation. You can't think about diddly squat at all, okay? So now, let's look at the divine feminine. What you want to say to the divine masculine is rest and relaxation is essential. We all have fundamental needs to take breaks. That's the same thing. Let that reptilian brain take a break. Find something to get a laugh about. Find something to be, goofy, lighthearted about it, whatever. Rest and relaxation might help you do you good from the situation, dealing with wherever you are, and you might come back and you might have a new viewpoint of seeing things as well. Okay, Divine Master got a lot to say. He's like, listen here, this is what I want to tell you. Be authentic to who you are. That looks like that goes back to that thing about you becoming your divine. You are asked to be real and true pertaining to who you are and how you feel. He also says express your love through gifts. Giving a small token to someone expresses your love to them. So even if it's offering something small like a positive thought, love, whatever your way to the divine masculine, or some good energy, positive vibes, you can be able to give that. Take a chance on love. When we start to love, our lives are changed forever. So that goes back to about that being safe to love. He's saying that just go ahead and take a chance. I know how it's looking now, but just go ahead and look beyond that. And like the DM told me, and concentrate on the positive. Be willing to express love. When we express love, we begin to receive more love. So just be love. That's who you are. Remember that, and then you'll attract that. Listen with your heart. You are listening to what is being said to you, but need to listen with a loving heart. So even if the DM, if you're in communications with him and he says something that kind of trigger you or whatever, because those things may happen or may not happen, but as we coming into this Lionsgate, many of us are becoming triggered. And it's, to me, I say it's like that bag lady thing. It's like it's really trying to help you get rid of some of that stuff, so you could be going through that Lionsgate packed light, so you don't have that. So you gotta listen. So you hear him saying wah wah wah, and you gotta be like Charlie Brown. You gotta hear and turn around and hear something else being said. And then at the same time, he's saying to you, be supportive. Make a genuine effort to show you care. Don't be phony, because the DM is you. They could tell when you're not, but you saying, this is by the supporter. I'm going to be as supportive as I can. Like I said, the inner child, dealing with that, learning how to be the bigger person. Maybe you have to kind of talk to your inner child, because sometimes they're like, oh my God, I feel abandonment issues, I feel rejection, and that's why I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that. Or exploitation, because I feel like I'm being exploited by me bowing down to him in this situation or whatever. And you got to go heal that inner child issue and say, okay, let me talk to the inner child. Now, what's triggering you? Why you feel like you upset with the masculine? What's going on here? Talk to her. Tell her, the things, her, and get them together. Replace it with something more positive. Then you can move on in the whole process of things. So those are the things that you have to, like I said, I say thank you all for letting me talk and brainstorm at the beginning, trying to get this idea together. But however, I will cover an inner child issue each month. Starting in August and in December. So then we go into the year 2020 with a clear vision of clearing up some of those main 5 issues that we have as an inner child. We will definitely be doing that, and probably at the end of that, I will, in case somebody want to have that, I'll collect that, and I have worked with Jupiter 1111. I'm calling you, so you be on here. So we'll create another workbook for, and I'll send that to another workbook for the inner child too. We're going to do that because that's got to be addressed, and I know that's a way that help me to kind of really deal with those issues too if I do it in that format. Okay, all right, until next time, remember again, buy a t-shirt, get my tarot cards, listen to me this Saturday on how to bring me high love at 11 a.m. Central. Get a reading with me until the end of August. This sale is going on. $15 for 30 minutes. I can look into any of your issues except but the karmic issues. After 8/8, I can be back on. It told me I cannot do that until after 8/8. So I will, after 8/8, I can look back into your situations. Maybe hopefully those things have changed. And some of us, they have gotten the thing of saying to let loose and let go of this situation. All right, until next time. Stay uplifted. Ooh, 12551. Interesting. Until next time, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, namago. Mwah, and I love you.